Hello, everyone, and welcome here to Nixa Baseball Field here in Nixa, Missouri. Nixa Eagles taking on the Marshfield Blue Jays. Eagles coming to this one 12-1. Marshfield 6-4. On the verge of a win is win number 100 for head coach of the Eagles, Coach Hughes. So a really big game for him as he took over the head coaching job for the Nixa baseball team, I believe 4 years ago. I know it was our freshman year. And he has done such a great job turning this program around after lots of great talents come through. I mean, he won a district title his second year, 2 30-win seasons his first 2 years, and right now he's on pace to do something similar this year. Starting on the mound today for the Eagles, Cater Miller. Behind the plate, Rowan Johnson. Jackson Gamble's at first. At second, Wyatt Mabe. Caden Cloud at short. Parker Main at third. Left field, Caleb Jones. Center field, Wyatt Vincent. In right field will be Adam McKnight. First to the plate for the Blue Jays will be Case Steinbeck, the right fielder.
For the Blue Jays, number 6, Case Steinbach.
First pitch from Miller's high chopper into the glove of Mann. Crossbody throw in time for out number 1. A quick out number 1, that is. 1 pitch, 1 out.
You got to think the goal for this Marshfield Blue Jays team is to, just stay in the game. I mean, they're a relatively small school compared to Nixa, and when you're playing the number 2 large school ranked in the state, you just gotta play like it's just any other game. Play with confidence, and be able to compete with these guys that are these D1 athletes that Nixa has, and just stay in the game.
Marshfield also, they're not looked at as a bad team in the small school standpoint. I mean, they've got a really good coaching staff, some great athletes, and so they have the ability to beat any team that comes in front of them. So this is a big game for them. And here's the 1-0 pitch for Miller. Swung on, popped up. McKnight will make the call and catch for out number 2.
The sun is high in the sky, so that's not as easy as it looks. Making that catch. But like Aiden said, Marshfield they are a solid program, solid baseball team. But this is a wonderful opportunity for them. This is a game that got scheduled a few days ago from the weather that we had, and now they get to compete against a really strong group.
Yeah,
on
Eagles
the road too.
Yeah, Eagles lost 2 games, not lost in record-wise, but just lost them off their schedule from the red and blue tournament getting canceled. So now they had to schedule some other teams, and Marshfield stepped up, and are both looking forward to this matchup. 1-0 pitch from Miller's called a ball. So 2 balls, no strikes. Three balls, no strikes. 2 outs here in the top of the first. 0-0 is the score. Trying to get the scoreboard working here. Sorry about that. Here's a 3-0 pitch for Miller. Strike 1. There we go. So that'll be a walk. Put a runner at first with 2 outs.
The Blue Jays, they're not left with much to work with. Having 2 outs, put a guy in first, that's good. A bit of momentum. They need to build off of it, though. They should have built off of it earlier in the inning, but it might be too late, considering there's already 2 outs on the board for them.
At the plate now for Blue Jays is Braden Jensen. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Fouled off, no balls, 2 strikes. Inside 1-2. Runner will advance to second. Hughes had thought that ball had hit the batter's bat, but no call there, so 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I mean, Marshfield's going to take anything they can get. Anything, gets past the catcher, they're going to take off. So now they have a runner in scoring position. Base hit here could send them home.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. PFP, step and throw for out number 3. An easy one there for Cam Miller. Marshfield strands 1 heading into the bottom of the first. Here's Vincent, Caden Cloud, Adam McKnight due up in this bottom of the first. Jackson Gable batting 4th, Wyatt Mabe 5th, Cam Miller 6th, Rowan Johnson 7th, Caleb Jones 8th, and Parker Mann will be batting 9th. On the mound today for the Blue Jays, Jace Badke. First pitch swung on, grounded to short. Making the play is Fryman. Out at first is Vincent.
And that brings up for your Eagles, your shortstop, number 3, Caden.
One out pitch to Cloud. Outside corner called strike 1. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Foul back 1-2. Soft hit ground ball to second. Hits the mound, takes a weird bounce. Throw to first is in time for out number 2.
And next up for Nixa, number 8, Adam McKnight.
Easton Curley over at second base makes the play.
You got to be feeling, not too bad about that if you're Marshfield. You just got two of Nix's D1 athletes out in the bottom of the frame, you know, right off to start the game. Use that as momentum and build off of it. One more to go.
The lineup doesn't get much easier as you go down the line, though. As McKnight comes in here. I believe he is the second on the team in home runs behind Vincent, I believe. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. On deck is Jackson Gamble, another power hitter for this team. I mean, 1 through 9, these guys can hit. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Upstairs, 3-1. That one's hitting the left field. Left fielder moving to his right. He'll drop. McKnight rounds first, heading to second. Oh, what a throw from left field. Out. Trying to stretch a single into a double. What a throw by Henry Bergstresser in left field to get out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Eagles. Henry Bergstresser, the man who just threw a cannon of a throw from left field to get out McKnight, comes to the plate. Perkins and Badkey do up in this top of the second. 0-0 here. Nixa baseball field. Pitch from Miller. Gets under Rowan Johnson. 1 ball, no strikes. That one's popped up. Left field. Cloud. Moving back and makes the catch right on the edge of the grass for out number 1.
Next up for Marshfield, number 25, Sam Perkins.
Sam Perkins to the plate now. One out. No runners on here for Marshfield. That one fouled off. No balls, 1 strike. A 1 pitch from Miller. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the second. Pitch from Miller. Hard hit ground ball in and out of the glove of Mabe. And that'll be a single for the 6 hole.
That's the best hit they've had. I mean, obviously, it's their first hit of the day. It may go in as it's going on as a hit. Tough play to make. Parker couldn't quite make it. But they're making some great contact, you know. That's the 3rd or 4th time they've made contact with the ball in play. Nix has been able to handle it so far, but they couldn't right there, which is good signs for the Blue Jays, being able to compete with this, state-ranked team, top 2 team in the state of Missouri.
1 out. Up and out, 1 ball, no strikes. Eagles looking for something on the ground here to get a double play in this inning. The pitcher, Jace Bagke, at the plate. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. So back to first, nothing doing there. Two-zero pitch. Strike 1. Popped out of play, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Gamble at first. Excuse me, playing first. I don't know why I said that.
I mean, he is at first. He's not on first, but he's at first.
2-2 pitch.
Wait.
Got him looking.
He's at first. He's not on first. So you were right, technically.
I don't know why. I was
It
just
just wasn't your
I was just
intention
looking
to say
over
that.
it. I just said that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Just reminded them that he's playing first base.
Vincent at center.
Check back over there first, and guess who's there?
Jackson Gamble.
To make the catch. Unsuccessful, though, so 2 outs. Runner at first. It's the first strikeout of the day for Miller there looking. Upstairs, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Outside corner. Strike number 2. Miller looking for his second strikeout of the inning and of the day. Kicks and fires. Strike 3, no, upstairs. I thought it snuck in there.
I did too.
Would have been really cool.
Kind of surprised that wasn't called strike. 2s across the board, though. 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 balls. Cameron Miller.
You know what inning we're into?
We are in the second inning, yeah.
Soft grounder to Mabe. Throw to first for out number 3. Marshfield once again leaves 1 straight on the base pass. 0-0 heading to the bottom of the second. Gamble, Mabe, Miller due up in this bottom of the second. Eagles trying to strike first on the board. One hit today for them, but the only hit they have turned into an out as they try to stretch a single to a double. Swing and miss from Gamble. No balls, one strike. Chopper hit third base line. Going to be a tough play and won't even attempt to throw, and an infield single for Jackson Gamble.
Next up for Nixa, your second baseman, number 11, Wyatt May.
Badkey fielded it by the time he did. It was way too late after the ball just kept going away from him. So they'll bring up Wyatt Mabe with the runner at first and no outs. Like I mentioned, Eagles trying to strike first. One ball, no strikes, no outs. Gamble at first.
The throw, and it's low and outside. 2-0 count.
So 2 balls, no strikes now. Outside, 3-0. I like the umpire makes it known what it is, because I can hear from up here, so that's useful.
Loud umpires. And the pitch, it's in for strike number 1. So 3-1 now. Gamble at first, Mabe in the batter's box, the left-hander, excuse me.
Fouled off, 3-2.
So a 3-0 count turns into 3-2. All of a sudden, the next pitch becomes very important.
Badkey with no outs, runner at first, full count. Gets a sign. Kicks and fires. Inside, that puts 2 runners on with no outs.
And next up, your Eagles, number 12, Cameron Miller.
Cam Miller comes to the plate. I mean, and recently he's been just so good.
He's been
in
great.
the box. I mean, this is sort of starting to form as a breakout season for him as a sophomore. I mean, when you start varsity as a freshman or on a team like Nixa, though, I mean, you're set to be a really great player. And
yeah.
He's proved that this year. And he's continuing to grow. His swing looks really great. And right now, he's looking good on the mound, too. Runners go, bunt put down. Foul ball will be called as it hit home plate.
So almost a really good bunt. I mean, I'm sure that would have worked. The runners were practically already to the next base. Gamble was on third, Mabe was on second.
A tough call for sure, because I don't know. It looked pretty good to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if he said he touched the plate, but I don't know what he said happened.
So it's pitcher versus pitcher right now.
0-1 count to Miller. Same thing happens. Go to the third, get the lead runner, and they'll get him out.
Ooh,
Good play there.
That's a really good decision to throw to third. I don't think Gamble thought he was throwing. He was going to throw him out, but he did.
So it's 1 out now. Runners stay exactly where they were.
So we're going to
see courtesy runner here. Carter Mabe comes to the field courtesy run here.
So runner on first and second, 1 out. First pitch is low on Johnson, and it's ball 1. So the 1-0.
2-0 runner. Oh, Mabe won't go. I think if the ball would have rolled the first base side, he would have. But since it was on third base side, easier throw, he probably just decided to hold up there. So both Mabes on the base pass here.
I couldn't decide if that was the right decision or not. They may have thrown him out. They may have not.
Better safe than sorry, I guess. I mean, they saw they have good arms, considering the guys on left field, so they're not going to take a chance on anyone else, I guess.
This Marshfield team is kind of making a statement right now, saying, hey, we can compete with you guys. Doesn't matter what you got on paper, we're going to fight.
Upstairs, 3 balls, no strikes. So one more ball and they'll load the bases up for Caleb Jones. They're looking for something on the ground here, as Johnson probably won't swing here, guessing.
Unless he really likes it, man. He's not going to swing.
You know, I think even if he really likes it, he's not going to swing here. Because I think he really liked that one.
Yeah, that one looked pretty good. Just taking a pitch to look at, you know. It's not a bad decision. Still got another strike to use. Johnson looking to make something happen. 3-1.
Swung on, lifted to center. Center fielder getting under it and makes the catch. Mabel tagged to third. Oh, my goodness. I mean, that's another great throw, just a little late. But, man,
yeah, they got arms. They fired that in there. They almost got him.
For Nixa, number 13, Caleb Jones.
Caleb,
runners at the corners with 2 outs.
Caleb Jones looking to send one home here. 2 outs, like Aiden just said. Number 13 for the Eagles in his senior season. Looking to get it happening in the batter's box.
Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Jones and Mabe, the only left-handed batters in this lineup. As Mabe is at third.
Oh,
Hard hit ground ball into Backey's glove, and he'll go to first, strike number 3. Eagles strand 2. Heading to the third, it's 0-0. Dice Jones at the plate here. First pitch for Miller's in the dirt.
a lot of balls get by the catcher. I'm not sure if it's the pitches or it's just Johnson not being able to pick them up. That's about the fourth one now, and we're only in the third inning. Sorry, second, right? No, third.
Grounder to third. Backhanded and Man falls while trying to throw to first.
Nixa looks a little shaky. I think they came into this game not expecting much, and they got met with the opposite. Marshfield is fighting.
I think
Not even just talking about that play specifically, but you know,
I mean, try to stretch a single to a double. I mean, there's some errors. There's been a couple errors in the field, or some you can call singles, some you can call errors. But I think Man was just so surprised that he made the play. I don't think he expected to see the ball in his glove there.
it was a great pickup, and he just couldn't come up with the throw.
He's got a smile on his face though, so.
So 1-0 count. Score remains 0-0. Marshfield puts a guy on first after Parker Mann couldn't make the play.
Strike one.
So 1-1. Cameron Miller fires.
We're down from Johnson. Gets in the outfield. And Vincent will pick it up. Runner in scoring position now is 0 outs.
So, yeah, it was just a good decision to steal. It was a good throw by Johnson, but wasn't picked up at second. So, runner at second with no outs. 2-1 count.
Swung on, grounded into hit right field. Stop sign given at third, so runners are at the corners now with 0 outs. So now leading run 90 feet away at third base.
I think Marshfield's playing it safe. They know, the coaching staff knows that they can get a score out of this if they just play it smart. So he held him at third, not taking the risk. May have been the right decision. I don't know. I think it was. But now runners on the corners with no outs. Nixa having a rough start to this inning.
So runners at the corners with no outs. One ball, no strikes.
Hits are 2-1 in favor of Marshfield. That one in for strike one. 1-1 count. Cameron Miller looking to get this inning back under control, as it has all been Marshfield so far. Still no score though. Miller, the 1-1 pitch.
So time call before the pitch.
Pace of the game is slowed down.
Runner goes. Oh my goodness.
Almost got him.
Safe. So now 2 runners scoring position with 0 outs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Big pitch here.
That's a great rocket. It just a little high. Couldn't get the glove down. So 1-2 count. A strikeout here would be huge for Nixa.
Third base line, foul ball. Ooh.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Man, lucky he touched that one, because if he didn't, would have went fair.
So nothing changes. Still 2 strikes. 1 ball. Runners at third and second for Marshfield.
Big pitch here from Miller. Looking for the punch out. Great job there by Johnson to save that one from going away. 2-2.
Nixa needing an out, at least one, to 0 outs and a runner at third is kind of scary. The throw from Miller fouled off. Ooh. Car moving in the parking lot almost got hit. It amazes me how I'd never see a car get hit, ever. I always feel like they miss.
We had some 2 windshields the other day.
Really?
Back to back.
Huh.
In the dirt. Full count now. I mean, if they bet it logically, I mean, of course you want to get him out of here, but it wouldn't be the worst thing to walk in. Should have had that it puts a force every base.
I didn't even realize it was a full count. Yeah. Gets you a force out at every base. You have 0 outs to work with, so you got to think Marshfield, the way they've been playing, they score. And there's the walk, so bases are loaded for the Blue Jays.
And that brings up your Blue Jays, the third baseman, number 4, Easton Curley.
So up to bat, Easton, number 4 for the Blue Jays. Going to have a bit of a mound visit here. Talk to Miller. So he has an opportunity right here to be the hero. No outs, bases loaded. Not what anyone would have saw before this game in this situation. It's not the end of the line for Nixa, but this is definitely not something they wanted to see.
Strike 1, first pitch. No balls, 1 strike.
Cameron Miller, 0-1 throw.
Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 2 strikes.
This is a little bit low. Nevertheless, 1 and 2. A strikeout here would be ideal. And that is the expectation.
1-2 from Miller. Hitting the center. It'll drop. And Marshfield takes a 1-0 lead here in the top of the third. Still no outs.
So they tack on and run, and what's even better for them is nothing changes. No outs. Still bases loaded. And they tack on and run. So about the best case scenario. I mean, a grand slam there would have been nice, but I don't think that's what anyone saw. So Coach Hughes is going to come out, talk to Miller.
Yeah, we're going to step aside real quick. every base occupied here for the Blue Jays. No outs. Looking to stop the bleeding as Marshfield's had their way in this top of the third.
Miller still on the mound.
First pitch upstairs.
Yeah, Miller still being out there is not something I really saw. They are out hitting the Eagles 3-1, leading the game 1-0. Top of the third inning.
Two 2-0. Creed's starting to get warm in the Eagles bullpen.
You just got to think Nixa hasn't had their way offensively so far, and that is to come. Eventually the bats will get hot. But it hasn't happened yet.
3-0. He thought about calling that one a strike.
Yeah. Yeah, 3-0. Walk them here, they score again. So, no bleeding has been stopped yet. The pitch from Miller. And it is in there for strike one. 3-1 count, still more to battle. Bases loaded. A 3-1 from Miller.
Walks in a run.
So now a 2-0 lead for the Blue Jays over the number 2 state-ranked Nixa Eagles.
And now up for the Blue Jays, number 7, Henry Bergstresser.
Miller's pitch count is at 50. Marshfield's is at 27. If that doesn't show you, and if it doesn't speak for what's been going on in this game.
No balls, 1 strike. 0 outs.
And bases loaded.
Yeah. Strike 2.
Oh, 2. Miller fires.
Popped up foul ball. Third base. Line out of play. We'll do it again.
You heard someone on the Marshfield side say home run.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, it'd be something. So Miller, 0-2.
1-2.
Bases loaded, 1-2. Miller. 2-2. That was good. Yeah, at the same time. That's your job, that's my fault.
2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Bases loaded. Marshfield up 2-0 right now. Gets past Johnson, and that will score a run.
So now all of the runners advance. No one on first now, so that eliminates the force out at first.
I think you mean home. First is always a force out.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. That's what I meant.
Full count.
Silly me. The pitch from Miller. And it's a ball, so bases are loaded once again. And still no outs.
And now up for the Blue Jays, number 25, Sam Perkins.
This is reminding me of a baseball game I saw yesterday evening. Cardinals, Red Sox. Just never could quite get the bleeding to stop. Hopefully that's not the case here. Miller fires.
Grounded is short. Turn 2. Gets past Gamble. That will score. Maybe. Safe at home. 5-0. Marshfield leads.
Okay, now I'm a little bit worried.
1 out, runner at first.
The double play was in effect there. Couldn't come up with it at first. Heard it right. As shown on the scoreboard, it's 5-0 in favor of the Blue Jays. A bit of a shocking here. Nixa baseball field. For Marshfield, you can't sit back. You got to keep firing at this Eagles team. That one popped up. Parker, man, comes in, makes the grab. So 2 outs now.
Next up for the Blue Jays, your catcher number 5, Carter James.
So 2 outs now, runner at first. Upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, 1 strike. One and two. Off the glove of Miller. Mabe gets it. Throws to first for out number 3. Marshfield hits 5 runs here at the top of the third. At the bottom, 5-0 Marshfield. Parker Man, Wyatt Vincent, Caden Gladue up in this bottom of the third. Eagles trail 5 runs to none after an interesting top of the third inning. 5 runs on 3 hits for Marshfield. Drew Creed was warming up the bullpen before that inning ended, so we'll try to figure out if there's a bunt by Man, beautiful, and not going to be at first in time, and a bunt single.
So that's something Nixa needed. Now we return to the top of their order after they were pretty quiet in their first outing. It's going to get a hit on the board for the Eagles. They do have 2 errors, something you don't see very often. So Parker Mann doing his job, getting on first, looking to be the first score of the game. as Missouri State commit Wyatt Vincent steps up to the plate. So there's the not even close chant from the dugout. The score's not even close
right now. Strike one.
So 0-1 count for Vincent, and yeah, I thought that one's a ball. Thought that was going to be a strike. Looked like it was right down the middle. Nevertheless, 1-1. Parker Mann leading off on first.
Hard hit ball on the left. That will be a single. Runners at first and second now with no outs.
And now up for Nixa, number 3, Caden Cloud.
So what Nix is doing right now is about what I expected them to do in the first 2 innings.
You got to make sure you capitalize off it. I mean, even if it's just 1 or 2 runs this inning, I mean, that's better than nothing. It cuts lead to 3. Your pitching figured out. I mean, you just got to feel like you just got to score something here this inning.
Nixa has so much more control than they may realize. Yeah, you just got to adjust. And
I mean, when you have an offense that's averaging almost 10 runs a game, it feels like the past, let's see.
They can allow 4 more runs and be okay. That's not what you want. Not true, but
I mean, averaging 8.5 runs a game. Marshfield's averaging 8.2, though. I mean, 2 high-scoring teams, but they're allowing an average of 5.2 pitching-wise, and Nixa's 4.2.
Nixa's average is going down right now.
I feel like recently, though, it's been a lot.
Yeah.
At the start of the season, they weren't scoring many runs, but 10-0, 8-3, 10-2, 7-6, 8-4, 5-2, 10-0. I mean, that's the past 7 games. That's 3 10-run games right there. You had one 14-9. It's Catholic. This Cloud fouls that one back. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Marshfield's beating a team 5-0 that run-ruled Republic. And a 10-0 win after 6 innings, I believe.
Huh? Yeah, I think it was
the
6.
Republic game.
But also, even if you're Coach Hughes, I think you're not even. I mean, you're probably a little happy this happened. I mean, tells them not to underestimate any opponent you go against.
Yeah, so this is a lesson well learned.
I mean, they're 6-4. They're they're only Class 5.
Marshfield?
Yeah, I thought they'd be.
Are they?
Yeah.
I thought they were a lot lower than that. You mean in baseball or?
Baseball.
Yeah.
3-1 pitch to Cloud. Outlow the base is 0 outs, so now we're getting a little deja vu here in the 3rd inning.
Now up for the Eagles, number 8, Adam McKnight.
So just like last inning with Eagles with the momentum, bases loaded, no outs. McKnight up to the plate. He, like Aiden said, he's 2nd in the team in home runs. So bases loaded. If there's any time to hit a home run, it's now. Going to have a mound visit. Coach is coming out of the dugout.
I mean, as I'm looking here, I mean, Marshfield scored 6 runs against Willard. Willard has scored 12 runs to beat him. I mean, this team is not bad at any means. And I think they probably should have known that coming to this one, but he was probably trying to preach it, but now they're in it and they know it.
See, they beat Summit Christian Academy. They're 7-1. They beat them.
Only loss of the years.
They beat them 7-6. So Marshfield, they got something going. Definitely going to be a competitor in their district, and even make it out of that. The state run. Marshfield's a school not too far from here, just north on the road to St. Louis once you leave Springfield. Drive through there every time I go up to St. Louis.
No out pitch to McKnight. First pitch swung on, lifted, shallow right field. First baseman going back. Makes the catch for out number 1, which will bring up Jackson Gamble.
next up for Nixa, number 6.
Yeah, if you're Nixa, you can't strand any runner. You can't strand any runners.
You got to probably avoid anything on the ground here. A double play would be a momentum killer. Swing and a miss, strike one.
So 0-1 for Gamble. Oof.
The ball's 2 strikes.
The 0-2 pitch.
1-2.
High and outside. So bases loaded with 1 out. Cloud at first. Vincent at second.
Fouled off.
Man at third. And a foul ball is going to keep the count the same. Score is still 5-0 in favor of the Blue Jays. 1-2 count. 1 out. Gamble, the man who shut out Republic just a few nights ago.
Fouled off. We'll do it again.
So he's making this pitcher work. Hasn't had much to work with all game. He's seen a bit of action now. The pitch to Gamble, and there he goes. Strike 3.
Now up for your Eagles, number 11, Wyatt Maid.
Now Wyatt Maid comes to the plate. Huge opportunity here, but 2 outs.
Marshfield's held Nixa to nothing.
They've had their chances.
Taking that pinch wouldn't have been the worst idea in the world.
There's some baseballs on the field here. I don't know if that's from the field. I think it is. I think it's from field behind.
And on top of the dugout it goes at the softball field.
Threw it on the dugout for some reason.
And it fell.
Interesting play there.
You know, there's probably about a 1 in a billion chance that had affected the game. But you can't take any risk.
I think it fell off. I think it fell off the dugout.
Yeah, it did.
Lined right in the glove of his shortstop. Eagles strand 3. 2 outs. 3 outs. I don't know why I said 2 outs. Cam Miller remains on the mound here. Eagles trail 5-0. Hits are even 3-3, but the run column not so much. Miller. Strike one. We'd like a quick inning out of this one. I mean, just to think, I mean, load the bases, 0 outs. I mean, you feel like you have to score there.
That's something Marshfield did and Nixa didn't.
They had it and scored 5 runs out of it. Nixa didn't score any, so they just got to be able to convert. We were talking about, like, that was a problem last year, was the inability to get the hits at the right time. As strike 3, he carries his bat to first over there.
And we're back in the top of the lineup for Marshfield, number 6.
So a quick out for Nixa as they are looking to finish this inning off pretty fast, this frame, I should say, and get back on offense after they failed to convert on bases loaded with no outs, like Aiden said. So the pitch for Miller is a ball. So 1-0 count, 1 out, top of the 4th.
Creed awaiting his time. The bullpen right now, as that one will find the glove of Mabe. A tough play there by the sophomore for out number 2.
And next up for Marshfield, number 20, Hunter Fryman.
Hunter Fryman to the plate now. 2 outs, nobody on. There's something going on in the Eagles dugout right now.
Coach Hughes talking to the team. They're all huddled around him. Not sure who he's talking to. Most of his team's on the field.
One ball, 2 strikes.
So 2 outs here.
Hitting the center. Vincent makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down, and the Eagles have got to get those bats moving. 5-0 heading to the bottom of the 4th. Cam Miller due up alongside Rowan Johnson and Caleb Jones. Eagles need to get something going here. Had the bases loaded with 0 outs last inning and scored no runs off of it. So
Saw the pitcher call the infielders in. They all put gloves in the middle. can't blame a team when you're beating a state-ranked big school.
And they're a pretty big school now, I guess. Because they classify there. Class 5. Two balls, one strike. Two and two.
So Miller tried to pull back, it wasn't enough. 2-2 count. And
Strike 3 in the dirt.
they get him out at first.
Next up for the Eagles, your catcher number 2, Rowan Johnson.
Ring of Rowan Johnson here. Now at this point, you just want to get to that Marshfield bullpen. I mean, you want to get Maddock off the mound because he feels really great right now. He's shoving. He's having a great day. So, if you find a way to get him off the mound.
You know, I want to get back to the top of the Eagles lineup and try that again. What they failed at last inning.
I mean, but this bottom of the lineup, they can do damage too.
Yeah, they can. But in a situation like this, I'm trusting the top guys.
But I also feel like some of the top guys are also put around at the bottom of the lineup too. Just
scatter
just
them
for this
out.
exact
Everyone's
reason.
a top guy. If you're in the Nixa Eagles batting lineup, you're a top guy. But you do have Vincent and Cloud at the top of that lineup, and that's someone you want batting every single time in a situation like this. But it's baseball. Got to go through the lineup. That one.
It's huge right there by Rowan Johnson. Great takes there.
They're all
And you also feel like
outside.
at this point in the game,
Now up for Nixa number 13,
you
Caleb
feel the
Jones.
need to get runs on the board, so you feel like you want to swing at everything as Max Nickel comes in to carry run for Rowan Johnson. And that's just great discipline at the plate by the Eagles, not only this inning by Johnson there, but also the last inning. I mean, they walked. I mean, you feel like you have to swing the batter, get some hits on the board, but you just got to play.
That was great decision by Johnson. Take those pitches.
That one will find its way into right field for a single. Nickel rounding second, heading to third. Throw down. Now to second.
Oh, they're going to get him. Got him out at second. Jones decided to take off after the throw. Went to third, and it wasn't even close.
So crucial mistake there.
Next up for your Eagles, number 1, Parker Mann.
2 outs down with runner 90 feet away to third.
So fouled off by Mann. Johnson at third. At this point, you just want him to get in. Get one on the board. But eventually there's going to have to be a multi-run inning. So far, they've had no runs any inning. And just like that's an 0-2 count and a chance to strike out Parker Mann is going to shut out Nixa another inning, if that is the case. If luck is on the side of that one fouled off. If luck is on the side of the Eagles, Mann is going to be able to stay in this game, and then we return to the top of the lineup. Hopefully looking to make something happen.
I don't know what's going on next Missouri right now, but
and that one also fouled off, so count remains 0-2. That one high, and it's 1-2. The pitch, 1-2, and there goes Parker Mann. Strikes out, and they are scoreless. Another inning.
Heading to the fifth, 5-0. Easton Curley at the plate. Top of the fifth. Eagles trail 5-0. First pitch fouled off, no balls, 1 strike.
So the pitch from Cameron Miller is low and outside. It's going to even the count at 1. Once again, a 5-0 lead for the Blue Jays. A game that has took a turn of events. A swing and a miss there, and Miller fires a 1-2 pitch. That one's fouled off. It's going to head over the top of the dugout and into the parking lot. So we will come back, same count. The pitch from Miller.
Hitting the center field. Vincent won't be able to get there. It'll be a bloop single.
Next up for the Blue Jays, number 17, Braden Jensen.
So a runner on first. Miller looks and fires. And a base hit for the Blue Jays. Puts a runner on second and first.
And that brings up for Marshfield, number 7, Henry.
Second hit of the inning for Marshfield as they're looking to cushion this lead. So a 5-0 lead again for Marshfield. And Miller is going to step off. Miller fires, bunt shown. Pulled back. Got under Rowan Johnson. He couldn't find it, but finds it. And no one will move from the bag. Miller looks back to second. He fires. 1-0 count. Bunt shown. Bunt goes. And they get him out at first. So now runners at second and third.
Sam Perkins.
So one out, runner second and third. Eagles just don't get many runs here. It makes an already tough comeback tougher.
All the infielders scooting in. Looking to get an out at home, I'm guessing is the reason.
Runner from third doesn't move. Go to first for out number 2.
So that's a great decision there by Nixa. Caden Cloud takes a check over to third, makes sure he's not going, then gets the runner out at
Next up
first.
for Marshfield, number 3, Chase Matkey.
So if they can force Marshfield to strand these runners, get a bit of momentum going back to the top of their batting order, heading into the bottom of the 5th. Still got 1 out to go.
Grounded. Gets past Gamble. That will score 1 at least. They're going to hold the runner at third. 6-0 now.
And now for the Blue Jays, the catcher, number 5, Carter James.
I thought you were going to go. I thought he was going to go Creed there. I mean, that was 80th pitch of the day for 81st pitch of the day for Miller. So now you got runners to the corners, 2 outs. No balls, 1 strike.
So a 5-0 lead turns into a 6-0 lead. Marshfield tacks on another run. Give them a bit of leeway. Miller fires, and it's way outside. Johnson had to dive down for it. 1-1 count. 2 outs. 6-0 in favor of the Blue Jays.
1-1 pitch from Miller. One and two. So runner takes free base there.
Not really sure what just happened.
Hit to third, man. Throw to first. Out number 3. Marshfield tacks on one more. 6-0 is the score heading to the bottom of the 5th. 1, 2, and 3 due up in this bottom half of the 5th. Eagles have 9 outs to work with, and they have 6 runs of ground to make up.
Top of the order for the Eagles. Vincent up to bat.
1 ball, no strikes.
Nixa just needs an inning of runs. Just an inning of what Marshfield had in the 3rd.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Chases that one in the dirt. So 1 and 2.
Popped up to second and caught for out number 1.
Next up for Nixa, number 3, Caden Cloud.
Caden Cloud up to bat.
Fair on the third base line. Throw to first in time for out number 2.
Next up, Eagles, number 8, Adam McKnight.
Hit to center field. Center field doesn't have to move much. He'll come in a little bit, make the catch. 3 up, 3 down. Head to the 6th.
Welcome back to Nixa, Missouri, where the home team trails the Marshfield Blue Jays 6-0.
Miller still on the mound. The ball's 1 strike. Oh, and 2. Creed's been getting warm for a while there. Grounded to Cloud. Backhands it. Throw to first. Out there.
And we're back to the top of the lineup for Marshfield, and number 6, Case Steinbach.
0-2 count.
Ball's 2 strikes here. Strike 3 called.
And now up for your Blue Jays, the shortstop, number 20, Hunter Fryman.
Fryman comes to the plate here. 2 outs, nobody on. Up 6-0.
First pitch for Miller is high and outside. 2 quick outs. Cameron Miller struck 1 out. At the last at bat, that one in there for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Balls, 1 strike. Popped up. Shallow right. Mabe makes the call, makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down, but Eagles have got to get some runs on the board. Down 6-0, heading to the bottom of the 6th. Jackson Gamble, Wyatt Mabe, and Cam Miller. Eagles in need of something here. 1 or 2 runs at least. We feel like this game's almost out of reach because 6-run innings don't come too often, especially when a 0 on the top of 7th isn't promised. 95 pitches for Miller. That's his day is over now. As a sophomore, that's his most pitches he can throw. 2 balls, no strikes to Gamble. Swung on, fouled back, 2-1. Gamble struck out his last time up. No motion for the Blue Jays, and no reason to either. As I mean, Mickman, he has just been wheeling and dealing on the mound today. Complete control. 2-1 pitch. 2-2.
If you're Marshfield, you can't sit back and let Nixa come back at you. For Nixa, it's got to be time to push eventually.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
You're going to need both of these innings to be multi-run innings.
Ball 4, puts runner at first with no outs.
Now for Nixa, number 11, Wyatt Mabe.
Gamble watches that one all the way in and takes the base. So good eyes there. Puts himself at first. Mabe up to bat. the sophomore.
In walks Mabe. Early on that one. It'll find its way out.
That one was hit far. It's a shame it was early. So 0-1 count for Wyatt Mabe.
No balls, one strike. Gamble at first. Outside corner, no balls, two strikes.
He thought about swinging and held back. Called a strike anyway.
Runner goes, lifted to left field. That'll drop. Not going to test any more arms today, so they're going to stop at the bases. First and second, no outs for Cam Miller.
That was the right play.
Now up for the Eagles. number
Gamble
12,
should not
Cam
have
Miller.
gone. He didn't. So Cameron Miller.
I mean, this opportunity's growing here. I mean, if you look back to the bottom of that third inning, they had bases loaded, no outs. The Eagles did, and they scored nothing off of it. Just got to capitalize off opportunities like this. They have a chance here.
They really haven't had anything else
Other
the
than
rest
that,
of the
yeah.
game other than that inning.
I mean, the first inning was 3 up, 3 out, I believe.
Yeah. Miller, 95 pitches on the day, and now he's in the batter's box. Good call. Out.
One ball, no strikes. Fouled off, 1-1.
For Nixa, you got to find a way. Cameron Miller swings. Strike two.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes for Cam Miller. Runners at first and second.
One-two count, no outs. Runners at second and first.
Here's the pitch. Fouled off, will do it again.
He battles and stays alive. One-two.
Here it is. Strike 3, swinging. 1 down.
Next up for your Eagles, number 2, Rowan Johnson.
Now Johnson comes to the plate.
Runners still at first and second. The pitch.
Gets past the catcher. Runners will advance to second and third.
So that eliminates your force outs.
The old play is out of question.
So 1-0. That one high. 2-0. 1 out. Can't strand these runners. You got Caleb Jones next. Then Parker, man, then you return to the top of the lineup. If they can get there. That's definitely something they're looking to do. The pitch.
Swung on lifted, right field. Foul territory, and it will drop foul. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Or is it second and third? 2 balls, 1 strike.
That ball was initially hit. I thought he was going to get out. Ball carried pretty far to the Eagles bullpen out there in the outfield. So the pitch, it's low, and catcher loses it. Gamble's not going to try.
And if Gamble would have known that he wouldn't have known where it was at, he probably would have left, but I mean, no way of telling that.
I think they would have got him.
Three-one pitch. Bases loaded, 1 out for Caleb Jones. He had a single today, but once again tried to stretch it into a double and got caught. So lots of base running mistakes today for the Eagles as well.
Yeah, you need a big, long, deep shot in the outfield. Something to send a few runners home, at least 2. So, coach is going to come out of the dugout to talk to his pitcher. We'll be right back.
Bases loaded, 1 out for Caleb Jones. First pitch in the dirt, 1 ball, no strikes. Eagles have yet to score.
This is the same pitcher
in this game. Man on deck. You want to avoid anything on the ground here for the Eagles.
No line drives into any gloves.
Fouled back, 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
So 1-2 count for Caleb Jones. Looking to make something happen. Bases loaded. The Eagles are still scoreless. This may be the first time this year, I believe it is, that they're scoreless at this point in the game.
Slow roller to second. Going to be a tough play. They score 1 run, 6-1 now.
And now up for the Eagles, number 1, Parker Mann.
Slow enough to where double play ball was out of question. But he still
So it could have tagged him. If the ball were gotten to his glove any bit sooner, it would have got him. A base hit here would be huge. Could score 2 runs, make it 6-3, cut the lead in half.
91 pitches for Marshfield starter. Swinging and a miss, strike 1. Wyatt Vincent waiting patiently on deck. Outside, 1-1.
It's the same pitch he swung at his last time. It's 1-1 now.
I don't know if the Marshfield pitcher is a sophomore or a junior, or
Is he not a senior?
Or he could be senior. If he's a senior or junior, he can get to 105 pitches. If he's a freshman or sophomore, That one's popped up. Shallow right field. Second baseman makes the catch for out number 3. Eagles strand 2. Go to the 7th, 6-1. Drew Creed takes the mound in relief here as Game Miller's day is over. Creed looking for a quick inning here as Eagles trail by 5. They're going to need a big 7th inning if they want to come back and tie this one or win it. But how their offense look today, it seems pretty far in reach. But we've had these games, we've had a lot of these games this year where this offense is really slow to start, and a late inning they just explode. So wouldn't be too surprised if that were to happen here. But gonna have to work for it. But first, defense and trying to keep that lead at what it is for Marshfield. Here's the pitch from Drew Creed. Strike 1. Hit to right field. Big Knight moving in, moving to his left and makes the catch for out number 1.
Next up for the Blue Jays, number 17, Braden Jensen.
Quick first out there on Drew Creed's second pitch.
Strike 1.
You want to get through this inning quick. Or the frame. Don't give them any confidence. So strike 2, 0-2 count.
No balls, 2 strikes. First ball of the inning for Creed. Inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
So 1-2, 1 out. Creed fires. And he lifts that one into left. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it leave the bat. It was in the glove of Jones for out number 2, though.
Henry Bergstresser.
So 2 outs now. Silence bat, I guess. I didn't even know he hit it. I thought he struck him out. Could have been on the lower end of his barrel.
Creed steps off, 2 outs.
End. 2 outs. 2 quick ones. Nixa trails by 5.
Strike 1. I mean, Creed looks good today. The ball's 1 strike, 2 outs. Base is empty here in the top of the 7th. Disgusting pitch there for strike number 2. Swinging strike. Creed looking for a 9-pitch inning here. Oh, 2 pitch. Hitting the right center, it will drop for a single at least. Stop there. 1 on, 2 outs.
Bat for the Blue Jays, number 25, Sam Perkins.
So 9 pitches for Creed. Gives up a hit. Puts a runner on first. 2 outs. Creed fires. Gets by Rowan Johnson. And the runner advances to second.
One 0 pitch from Creed. 1-1.
One and one, Creed fires in that one. It's a swing and a miss. 1-2 once again. Hits are 7-4 in favor of the Blue Jays, and the score 6-1. Top of the 7th in favor of Marshfield.
Downstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
2 errors. Where's your other 2? Creed fires.
Popped up, infield. Mabe makes the call, makes the catch. Eagles need 5, but not out of reach for sure. We'll be back.
We are back here in Nixa, Missouri. The Eagles trail the Blue Jays 6-1 in their last chance to make a comeback.
Vincent, Cloud, McKnight, due up. Now on the mound for the Blue Jays, Easton Curley. Closure for his team, looking to close this one out. Eagles got quite the gap to close. Vincent at the plate. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. One and one.
You can't give them anything.
That one hit in the left field. Going to be a tough play by shortstop moving back. Left fielder takes out a shortstop there, but out number 1. Eagles down to 2 outs.
Next up, your shortstop number 3, Caden Cloud.
So 1 out, 2 away from shocking this crowd.
Hard grounder. It'll find its way in left field for a single. 1 on with 1 out. Bring up Adam McKnight.
That brings up for Nixa number 8, Adam McKnight.
So Caden Cloud gets on first after a single. McKnight up to bat. Thinks
1 ball,
about
no
it.
strikes.
One 0 count. Check back to first. It's not going to get him. The throw, it's inside. So 2-0 now. Man, Vincent getting out is going to sting. If Nixa can get something going. The 2-0 pitch, and it's fouled off.
That catches McKnight there. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Cloud at first.
So 2-1 now with 1 out. Runners at first.
Fouled off 2-2.
Two count.
Hitting the left center. That will drop. Cloud will stop at second. Runners at first and second now with 1 out. A single for Adam McKnight.
Man, he almost caught that too. What an effort by the left fielder. He dove for it, couldn't get there.
Gilbert to the plate now with 1 out. Avoiding anything on the ground here for the Eagles.
If it shows you how far Nixa is away, the tying run isn't even out there yet. And there's already an out. No score so far in this inning. Gamble thinks about it. Did it go?
They said he went on the swing, and I don't think it was even close. I mean,
So the pitch.
1-1. You feel like it should be 2-0 though.
Yeah.
One ball, one strike, one out. 2-1.
I feel like it should be 3-0 right now.
Yeah, that's true.
So the 2-1 pitch.
2-2.
Gamble was swinging for the stars on that one. Two. The pitch.
Strike 3. 2 down now.
Now up for Nixa, number 11, Wyatt Mabe.
Wyatt Mabe.
First pitch fouled off. No balls, one strike.
So an 0-1 count for Mabe. The last chance of hope is currently in the hands of Wyatt Mabe.
Runners at first and second, 2 outs. No balls, one strike. 1-1.
And the pitch. Outside.
2 balls, one strike.
Wyatt Mabe in the batter's box, looking to keep this team alive.
3-1. Whoa! 2-2, I guess.
It looked inside to me.
Yeah, I don't know if Hughes realizes that he called that a strike. It was pretty late.
And the pitch.
Full count.
Started celebrating. Wasn't there. Full count. 3-2, 2 outs. Nixa trailing 6-1. They got 2 on.
Curley gets a sign. Here's the payoff pitch. Grounded down the first base line. Flip to Curley, and Marshfield knocks off the Nixa Eagles.
Ball game with the final score.
The number 2 team in large school rankings falls to the Marshfield Blue Jays 6-1. Eagles travel to Willard tomorrow for a huge conference game, as they will take on the Willard Tigers, who are currently tied with the Ozark Tigers 2-2. A huge game with just so much on the line there.
If there was any doubt in Marshfield, none remains. Marshfield shocks Nixa in a 6-1 blowout win on the road. The Eagles fall. It's their second loss of the season.
I mean, their first one was Blue Wings Fast with a score of 6-1.
Marshfield came into this game with a plan, and they executed.
So now we travel to Willard tomorrow with a huge conference win.